Hands raised.
Jan.
Jan de Koning.
Thank you, Zina. Thank you, Jacques. Thank you, Sia. I know it's probably disappointing, and a loss like that, it's probably never comfortable to answer these questions. But right at the end, there were a couple of penalties, and I know that there's probably no discipline issue, but how disappointing is it that you fight back from such a slow start just to lose it that way in the end? Maybe Jacques and Sia, please.
Yeah, from my side, I think, Jan, yeah, listen, it's obviously disappointing. And if you think it's the third test this year that we lost that way, you know, we were like 78 minutes in the game, we were leading with 2 points or 3 points, 2 points or 1 point, and then we don't finish the game. And that's something that we will have to look at and we will have to improve it. But it's very disappointing, yeah.
Thanks, Jacques and Sia. Sia, the yellow card, it seemed like you were contesting for the ball and then the referee felt you tackled Marchant in the air. Do you feel you were unlucky to get the yellow card?
Yeah, I thought the ref made the decision there, and yeah, we'll have to look at it after, but yeah, I don't want to comment on that.
Any further questions?
James Cole, Sky Sports News.
Yeah, did you feel like you were unlucky with some of the decisions today, the officiating?
For me or for Joe?
Both of you.
No, it's something that we will. It's something we will have to look at. We always do, James, in terms of getting alignment with the referees. You know, pictures that they see and that we see. We need to get alignment in terms of maybe we see it a little bit different than they do, or they see it different than we do. And the key thing in doing that alignment is basically to get a better product for the spectator. You know, the more we are aligned with how ref sees it, the less we will make errors, and there will be less penalties. There will be more ball in play time, and it will be a more open, non-stop start game. So that's something we always do because, like I say, we would like to get a better product out there. And I don't know what the penalty count was tonight, but I thought we didn't concede. I think England conceded more penalties than we do, but I'm under correction there. So no, I've got no issues with the referee and the team of four.
And what did you make of this England team? It's been described over here as a bit of a new look England team, a bit of a new era. Did you see anything different from what you've seen before from them?
Yeah, I thought, like I said, I thought they're going to be a quality team from the start. When in this whole week we spoke about, listen, they're a quality team. If you look at them, I think if you look at their starting team, they had 9 players that played in the World Cup final. We had 10, so I think there's a lot of similarities in terms of that. And so yeah, I thought they played well, and they gave a proper test match for their home fans here at Twickenham, and it's a great rivalry for us, the Springboks against England here in Twickenham. And in the last 2 test matches since I've been involved, 2018 and now, it's a 1-pointer, and that's how close it is. And we knew it's going to be a grind like that.
Bertie?
Coach Jacques, I'm going to ask you the same question later on the South African platform in Afrikaans again. I was just going to ask in English though. Just looking after 13 test matches though, so I know a coach wouldn't want to answer this type of deep questions after a defeat, but are you happy with where the world champions, the Springboks, have you guys showed some great strides this past season after 13 test matches?
Percy, yeah, no, listen, I said to the guys in the change room, I think this is a team that's better than I don't know what the win percentage would be, but it's a team that's better than that. And but in saying that, and I don't want to say, I think we lost a lot of development in 2020 because we didn't play any test matches. And we always said, listen, this year's for us. Listen, let's see where we are compared to where we were in 2019. And I've made no fuss about it and saying that I don't think we're there yet. Now we've played a full year of rugby, of international rugby. We know where we are. We know what we have to improve on, and now we have to build. We've got 2 years or 1.5 years leading up to France 2023, and there's a lot of things that we would need to work on to get better.
Nick?
Thanks. Yeah, Jacques, the penalty count was England conceded 18 penalties. I think you were either 8 or 9. Just obviously very unusual for a side to concede 18 penalties and win. Does that leave you with any overall frustration?
Nick, no, statistically, the team that kicks the most, concede the most penalties, run the least or least ball carries, end up and makes the most tackles. If you look at those 4 stats, they tend to win games more often than not. So no, it doesn't. It's normally like that.
Ross?
How's it? Thanks very much. How's it, guys? So yeah, obviously it was a very slow start to the game for you guys. You know, what did you sort of attribute that to? And then in the second half, when you started kicking it up very nicely, you had a couple of chances to go for poles where you maybe went to the 22 instead and were stopped just short, and obviously missed a few try opportunities. Do you think that sort of cost you guys in the end?
First question. I thought they started well. They plan started working early in the game. They caught us once or twice, but we weren't stressing about that. You know, we knew there would be moments in the game where they get it right, and I thought we're able to come back. Slowly started chipping away with the 3-pointers. You know, we go for touch because we feel we have the ascendancy, or in the maul, or if it's a scrum, whatever. And yeah, we are obviously we would have loved to have taken those opportunities, but yeah, we came close, and obviously it plays an impact at the end of the game. But you know, at that specific time, that's what we thought was the best decision as a group. Yeah, of course, at the end, when you look at the game and we lose by 2 points, those things do matter. Obviously, we wish we had capitalized on them.
We can take another question or two on this link, and then we'll switch over to the South African link.
Zina, can I see a question?
Yes, you can, Percy.
Sorry, Sia, I'm just going to ask you a similar question as the captain of the Springboks. Just your take on how this season has gone for you as the leader of the squad after 13 test matches. Do you think you guys have made some proper strides over this past year?
Yeah, we're obviously not happy with some of the losses that we had this year. But, you know, the effort that we put in as a group and the commitment, the stuff that the coaching staff look for, you know, the work rate and committing yourself as hard as you can in the V shape as a group. I thought that the sacrifices we had to make, you know, and no excuses mindset, we know whether we're in isolation or whatever, that really, impressed me with the group and how honest we are with one another. And the fact that, you know, no matter what we went through, we're still not happy about where we are. But I am proud to be part of this group, and I'm proud of the effort that the guys have shown, and the support we've had from our families and the people back home. It's really been great. But like Jacques said, you know, we missed out on last year, but now we know where we are and we know where we can improve. You know, it hurts a lot to the amount of games that we've lost by 1 or 2 points. You know, it's really tough. But hopefully we come back in the 7 months, and we know exactly what to work on and what to fix.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes this part of our press conference. For the media who would like to chat further to, we will have 2 players available, and Jacques and Sia available for just a further 10 minutes. We'll be on that link in the next 5 minutes, the South African link. Thank you.